that's commitment, right? It's like, you know, when you have your word and you're like, I'm going to show up, or you're not going to show up. But anyway, guys, I am super pumped. I'm super excited to talk to you guys this evening. We're going to be talking about going Emerald in 24 hours and how easy it is. We're also going to be sharing with you some of the announcements that we had at Summit. So that's actually what, and also, so tip for you guys, whenever you guys come on a team call, every single one of you should share it on your story. Every single one of you. When you guys were all here waiting, I was over here taking photos. So this is a story. This is a tip for you. Every time you come on a team page, that means tonight, there's 16 of you, 15, how many are on you? 14? I want to see myself tagged in 14 stories tonight that you tag right now. We're all on here sometime throughout this where you're showing, and you're literally just showing, and you're just like team call, or, you know, love learning on a Tuesday night. You know, but these are just little habits and little things for you guys to get used to, because this shows community, and it shows that you're building a business, and it shows that you have a commitment to learning, you know, and to training, and that it's taking time out of your day, because you want people to see that. When you're building a business, you want people to see, you know, you want them to see some of these daily activities that you're doing. So every week, this is a great way to get one of those activities in and to showcase that, okay? I've already posted mine on there. I did it in a boomerang style, and sometimes we'll do fun things like that, but just wanted to give you that tip, because I know I was just like, yep, I'm seeing some of you guys already taking action, and so love that. So that's super, super important, guys, because again, when it comes to bringing on and building this business, you have to show what it is that you're doing, because in showing, you know, you're going to attract people, and you want to attract people who are going to come in and also work. So you have to show that you're working, or you have to show that it takes time away from your family, or you have to show that you have to, you know, make that commitment, or you're doing your, just like you show when you're doing your workouts. When it comes specifically to the business, you want to show these daily activities as well. Same things with, like, as you guys are like sitting down, doing your, you know, doing your follow-ups or your invites or your posts, you know, you could take take a selfie, you know, with your phone, and take it kind of like from up here, and you can like show yourself overlooking the camera, overlooking the computer, little things like that. Or even with your stories, you know, just kind of taking people through the life of what it is to be a coach, what it is to have an online business and have the flexibility to be able to work from home. Okay. So that was my little tip to you guys as I was watching you guys. And I was like, you know what? They should all be sharing this on their stories. If they're not, they're about to, because I'm encourage you guys to do that. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Let's see, all right. So you're going to see my screen right here. So what we're going to talk about first, again, this is Emerald in 24 hours. And what I'm going to first go through are announcements. So guys, I'm super pumped. This is a huge announcement. How many of you guys have plans or have already bought your tickets for Summit? Raise your hands. But this is a must go-to event, guys. It's going to be in Indianapolis. It is so fun. I think we'll have to get some of you guys who have gone to share about your experiences and just how much how awesome it is to be able to meet all of us. And I know some of you guys would say like, well, that actually makes me really nervous, but I'm telling you, we're really awesome. We're like even better in person. And so it's like, we can give you hugs and we can, just really connect even better. But what I love here that Beachbody is doing is that they're giving away a $200 cash incentive for coaches who are traveling to Summit. Okay, so the way that you can earn this prize, and I'll share this in the team page, but the way that you can earn this prize is that you must purchase a ticket no later than October 31st. And actually, I believe on the second half of this month, if you haven't bought a ticket, they're going to have a flash sale for the tickets for a little over, I think it's like $145. I see Hannah shaking her head. It's like $145. And again, guys, that's a deal to go and get, to a deal. And so no later than October 31st, you have to be a lifetime diamond or lower. So anyone who's, it's for those who are diamond and below. And you have to qualify for Success Club during October, November, and December. So again, you have to qualify for Success Club during those months, and then attend Coach Summit. So they're basically giving you an extra $250 cash if you have intentions of going, which is really awesome. A great way for you to put that towards your flight or your car, however you're going to get there, your hotel. So just keep that in mind. Put that on your goal board. An announcement that came at Summit was, how did that happen? I don't know how that blue line came up there. Anyway, an announcement that came at Summit was Fruit Punch Energize, guys. I'm so excited for this. I don't know how many of you are excited for this, but it tastes good. It tastes like the C4. I don't know if you guys have ever had like C4. I used to always drink a ton of pre-workouts. So this tastes just like fruit punch. I remember I was standing next to someone at leadership who tried it and was like, this would be good for some vodka or something. Like this is like fruit punch. It was so funny, but it is so good, guys. So look out for this. It's coming out in February. In December, we have our Energize stick packs. Like, this is huge, guys, because so when Luke saw this, he was like, what is the big deal about this? Like, I don't get it. Why are people so excited about this? But I don't know if you guys know, a lot of people will, pour them into water bottles. So they like to be able, and usually they were like, it's like the dust is all over as you're trying to pour it into the water bottle. So everyone's showing me their water bottles right now. Yeah, and so Energize, so being able to pour the Energize into it is awesome. So starting December 4th, you're gonna be able to access it. You're gonna be able to order it. It's gonna be on auto shipment. It'll be 32 servings, and then we'll still have the packets and we'll still have the tub. So we'll have all of them, all the different options. Another announcement, guys, is Portion Fix, the ultimate portion fix. So this is coming, and I'm telling you guys so that you guys can start, just so that you guys are aware. There's so many amazing things coming down the road, but just so that you guys are aware of what's coming down. And this is also going to help, especially those who are into planning, just putting it into your head, the things that are coming down the road, so that we can start marketing them, we can start thinking about them, we can start planning for them. So the ultimate portion fix is going to be really awesome. It's going to be a package, and I'm going to share with you what's going to come in the package. And so it's going to be available around March, and it's going to be 30 videos that Autumn is going to do talking about the 21-day fix principles. It's not just going to be about portion control and balanced nutrition, but she's also going to take a deep dive into just eliminating processed foods and a little bit of emotional eating. And the reason why this came about was because 2B Mindset has done so well. And again, we need the variety for the variety of our clients. Just like I know some of you may say, you know what, 2B is just a little too flexible for me. I need a little bit more structure. I like my containers. And so that's why we have both types of eating styles, because again, not every eating style is for everyone. And so 21-day fix is ultimate portion fix is going to be 30 new videos. They're going to be a full set of color-coded containers. This is what you're going to get in the package. You're going to get a portion fix program guide and workbook. There's going to be they're going to add tracking to the nutrition app. That nutrition app, they continue to beef it up, guys. If you're not using it, take a look at it. Make sure that you at least are familiar with it, because it really is a good resource. You're going to get the Fixate Volume 2 cookbook. So that's really awesome. Also for my moms and my family, they're gonna have a PDF that Autumn made specifically for children for healthy snacks, 75 healthy lunch ideas. And they're actually bringing the containers they're gonna show us how to utilize it for children. So that's really awesome. That's something that's new. Also, you're going to have access to over 200 Fixate cooking videos. There's also gonna be a certification. And then they're gonna have this insulated tote bag, guys, which is like a serious tote bag. This is not like your old school tote bag. This is like, I don't know if you guys have ever seen the bodybuilders when they have those big tote bags and they have the multiple containers in them with the ice packs. Well, anyway, if you haven't seen them, or if you have seen them, that's what this kind of looks like. It looks like it's like a really big tote bag, and it has multiple areas for containers. So that's really awesome. And so you're going to get all of that in a package. And if you order this package, you will get access to live streaming of the 21-day fix and the 21-day fix extreme. So this is something, as you guys are kind of thinking, especially for my leaders on here, even though I know you guys are all leaders, but some of you are a little bit kind of more evolved in your leadership before. It's kind of, this is a time when I know me thinking ahead as, as the leader, I'm like, we're going to do all of this together. We're going to have a big push, ultimate accountability, 21-day fix, like live stream. It's like having your own personal trainer. So it's going to be a really big push. And what's going to be awesome too, guys, is that it's not just going to be for coaches. It's going to be for our customers as well. So it's going to be a great way for us to really have a big kind of, pre-spring, boost right after Transform 20, which I'm going to talk about right now, which I'm super excited about. Like, I'm really, really pumped. But anyway, guys, so the way that they're going to do it is starting April 1st. They're going to start the live stream for 21-day fix. It'll go for 3 weeks. They'll have a week break, and then they'll go right immediately into 3 weeks of 21-day fix extreme. And so again, guys, this is just really awesome. A great way for us to rally up our troops, rally up our team, rally up our customers. This is the 5-year anniversary. Can you guys believe it already? 5 years, 5-year anniversary of the 21-day fix. So, that's pretty awesome. And then last and not least of my announcements is Transform 20, guys. I am so excited for this program. I am a Shanti lover. Shanti is why I came into this, how I came into this company, how I became exposed. And I am so excited already. I was talking to people in the test group. People are losing like 8-9 pounds in the first week. Like, they're just working out 20 minutes a day. So they are pumped. They are excited. They're going, the program is only going to be 20 minutes. It's going to be 6 days a week. And it's going to be 2, 4, 6. I believe it's going to be 6 weeks. And it's just going to be really awesome. And similar to what they did with 80-Day Obsession, they're going to have that weekly recap. Remember that weekly recap with 80-Day Obsession with Autumn and like the reality TV? They're going to have the same thing with Sean. And so that's going to be, I'm really looking forward to that again, because I'm a Shanti lover. So, and I know I know because I am, a lot of you are, a lot of my original customers, a lot of my original people are, because that's how we all got involved as well with Focus T25. So again, challenge packs are going to be going on sale December 4th. So and you guys are going to see what we're going to do actually. And I haven't talked about it yet on the team page, but I'm letting you guys know, is that what we're going to do is for the last 2 months of this year, we're going to run a team-wide challenge group. We're going to run a team-wide push, just kind of going into 2019 strong. All of you and all of your customers will be able to go into this group. It's just going to be us, Team HYP. And so just really coming together strong. Again, the holidays are a tough time for people. It's a tough time, and so we're here to lead by example. We're here to show them that it doesn't matter that we have the holidays. It doesn't matter we have all these treats. We can live in balance and we can still enjoy the holidays, but we don't have to lose the whole 2 months to all these treats and to the stresses and everything. So the last 2 months, we're going to be running a team-wide challenge group, and we're going to be gearing up for this challenge pack promotion, which is going to start on December 4th. And then January 14th is when those of us who are going to be getting early access are going to be able to access the program. So again, guys, this is going to be I believe it's going to be a huge, huge potential here. And the only way it's a huge potential, guys, is if you start talking about it now. You start really talking about how you're excited about Sean's new program. Especially what I do is I look at other people who are in the test group right now, and I look to see what they're sharing. And I know that's what I plan on doing. One thing I heard at Leadership is that I believe with every workout, there's going to be these like 1 minute these 1 minute moves. They call them transformers. And so what some of the coaches were talking about is that they're going to start highlighting some of those transformer moves and just showcasing that on their stories and showcasing that with their challengers to really get them involved, to really get the curiosity going. So again, this is a time that's why you'll see I asked for anyone who had any pictures from their transformations from Shanti, any progress photos, anything. Let's try to rally together, get as much as our resources together so that we can really promote this really strong. I know I'm going to write out an email that I'm going to send out to all my current customers. I'll share that once I do that. I'm not doing that right now, but as we get closer to the launch. But again, guys, I want you guys kind of thinking about this because it's just a really, really, really awesome program that's coming out, and I'm really excited. All right, so those are all my announcements. I'll look at the questions in a little bit because I don't want to stop. Actually, let me see. Where are the questions? I just stopped my screen. I apologize. Oh, it's like Christmas. Everyone's saying I'm excited. Yes, very fun. Very, very exciting. Back to sharing my screen. That was not what I wanted to do. Share my screen. Okay. All right, guys, so let's talk about Emerald, Emerald in 24 hours. And the reason why I wanted to talk about going Emerald in 24 hours is because I think a lot of times we tend to overcomplicate it, and it's really super simple. You know, when I became a coach, and I think some of you, or well, I know specifically when I became a coach, I signed up my spouse or Luke, and I signed up my mom as my 2 coaches, and I went Emerald, and they have been my active coaches at the top of my organization on my left and my right leg from the very beginning. And so obviously I'm going to say in here that I'm going to suggest that your spouse is one. And when I say spouse, it could be a parent, it can be, you know, it can be your sibling. It's just someone or an account that you have control over. And ideally, like I'll share later, ideally one that possibly the income is coming into your household so that you can also benefit from that income as well. So the perks of being Emerald. So when it comes to Emerald, the perks are, number one, it is your first, or not number one, but it's your first major rank advancement. And I want you guys to see how I talk about this, to see how I explain it, because as you guys grow and you have your coaches, you're going to have to explain it in the same way. And so the whole idea is that it is the first rank advancement that really unlocks your business. And number one is that you're going to be able to unlock team cycle bonuses, which I'll talk about on the next slide. And you're going to be able to qualify for what we call customer leads and Success Club leads. So customer leads and Success Club leads are every single time someone goes to beachbody.com and orders a program, for example, without a coach, Beachbody will take that customer and assign them a coach. So that is what we call a lead, okay? And so as long as you're an Emerald, you'll get the benefits of being able to get some of those leads. And in order to qualify for that, you have to be an Emerald coach and you have to hit Success Club 5. Now for the Success Club leads, those are customers who purchase a challenge pack or purchase Shakeology or Ultimate Reset without a coach, again, through Shakeology.com or UltimateReset.com or going to Beachbody.com, and they don't have a coach. And so Beachbody will assign that customer a coach. And what's really awesome is that usually with those customers, you will get that initial commission. And so if they buy Shakeology, for example, you're going to get that 25% commission with that order. And so in order to qualify for that, you have to be an Emerald coach with Success Club 10 that previous month in order to qualify for that month. So again, it's the whole idea of you plus 2. And you'll see here is that you're at the top and you have a left leg and a right leg. And this is one of those things where if you have your coaches and you know exactly who you want to be on your team, please make sure that you run it by your upline coach so that you do not put someone on the wrong leg, you do not put someone on the wrong side. You make sure that you're placing these coaches appropriately, because I've had it before where people are like, I signed up a coach and they didn't tell me till like 6 days later and it was on the wrong side. And then it didn't help them get to Emerald and they were like super bummed. And I was bummed for them. But so that's why I'm just letting you know, when you know that you're about to sign up someone, just run it by your coach and until you understand placement fully. And then you don't have to keep running it by us. But in terms of team cycle bonus, so the way that I want you to think of team cycle bonuses are that you have 2 banks under you. So kind of looking at yourself and looking at, here you are, you have a left side and a right side. And you have 2 banks. You have your left bank and your right bank. And the idea is that your coach, so whoever your coach is, and the team will add to one of those banks continuously as they're growing. They're going to add to one of those sides. And so, for example, if it's going to be your right bank, it's going to be the right bank that they're going to keep adding to. And that's what we would call your strong leg. So if you guys ever hear terminology like strong leg, weak leg, it's that same concept. And so the strong leg is just the leg that you are getting help from your team, from your coach when it comes to volume. And so that's important to know, because if they're feeding into one leg, it's going to be your main responsibility to build up the opposite leg so that you can, what we call, cycle. And so the idea is that cycle has a lot to do with volume. And again, I'm not going to go too much into this with this call because that's can get a little complicated. But the idea is that with every product that we have, you guys understand that with every product that we have volume associated with it. And so, for example, Shakeology has 90 volume points associated with it. So every single time people are buying and selling, products in every week, we're getting a certain amount of volume that week. And so on your legs, you're going to have a certain number on one side and you're going to have a certain number on the opposite side. And the way that the cycles work is that for every 200 to 100 ratio, so for every 200 points on one side to every 100 points on the other side, that's what allows you to cycle once. And for an Emerald coach, you're going to be able to cycle, and that's going to be a $14 cycle. And so this is really awesome, guys, because when you're an Emerald coach and you're building, you're growing, this is what we call your residual income, because this is the part that, is not necessarily reliant on you selling a challenge pack, for example. It's more reliant on the team that's under you and what they're producing and what they're building. And so as the team does well and as the team grows under you, you're also going to do well and your income is going to grow. So that's why it's just a really awesome, and you cannot start taking advantage of that until you are an Emerald coach. And you cannot start, and the other thing that's also important is that you cannot start really banking on that volume, because what happens is that every week that volume adds up, and you can't start doing that until you are an Emerald coach. And so that's what this idea is here, and it's showing you that, on one side, so if you have your right bank here, all of these coaches, if this is you up here, all of these coaches under you, they're all producing, even if they're just buying their own products, that's still volume. If they're selling products, that's still volume. And they're all adding and contributing to that side, to that bank that you have on that side. And so again, you can't start collecting or saving any of the volume until you are an Emerald rank. And so the idea of going Emerald in 24 hours, again, it's you plus two. And so what I want you to start thinking about, I want you to write down some names of people who would bail you. Like, think about, like, who is there for you no matter what? Who's going to bail you out of jail? Like, if you had to go into jail, who's going to say, yo, I'm going to come up with the money. I got you. I'm going to get you out of jail. Don't worry about it. Who are you someone said here, like, who would you leave your will to if you had to die? Like, who's like that person that you can always rely on? And that's who you want to kind of consider and think about when you're having these kind of ideas of just pushing for Emerald, and really just, again, it doesn't have to be someone that you don't know. I went to my family, I went to my friends, and did everyone want to support me? No, but I planted the seed and they continued to watch. And eventually I would say pretty much everyone who I thought would have supported me has supported me as a coach. They've signed up in some capacity, whether for some reason or not. But again, I had to plant the seed first. And then I want you to, I want you to write down who these people are, and then just really approach them. And we'll talk about some ways to approach them. And what you want to do is, again, when you're about to sign up someone, make sure you talk to your coach, because you want to make sure that you're putting them on your week like first, if this is going to be your first coach, especially if it's your spouse account. And that's what I want to talk to you guys at, is that if you don't have your spouse account lined up yet, this is where I want to encourage you to sign up your spouse account. And this is why. I'm showing you here Luke's account. So when Luke signed up with me, Luke, again, Luke is not someone that we've really built his account strongly. We've always maintained his active status. We got him to Emerald, and he's gotten Diamond once before, but right now he's an Emerald coach, for example. And we don't actively recruit to his account. But however, because he is at the top of my organization, we get anywhere from, $200 to $250 a week in his leg, just from team volume cycle bonuses. So I want you guys to understand that, because he's at the top of my organization, and it's a long-term kind of thought as to why you want him to be at the top. And so it's important. And also, that's an account that I can manipulate. That's an account that I have control over. That's an account like for example, when I was trying to get him to Diamond so that I can get to Elite, I put my father under him. I put my grandfather under him. I put people under him because I knew I could control that account, and I felt comfortable and confident, being able to do that. And so just from him being in my organization, at the top of my organization, total earnings so far, have been close to 60,500 here is what it's showing. So again, guys, that's just for being, for being in a growing team at the top of the organization, benefiting from a placement. You understand? And so that's why it's important for you to, if you haven't signed up your spouse, that's the first person you want to consider, or, reaching out to your parents, reaching out to a sibling, reaching out to someone that you can have on there. And I wanted to share with you guys that just because you sign up a spouse account, they don't have to stay active with Shakeology. You may say, well, Stephanie, I can't afford Shakeology, twice, or I can't. So just think about what are the products that you're utilizing right now. If you're using Shakeology and Energize, put Energize under your spouse's account and get something else under your spouse's account to help get you to 50 PV. But the idea is that in order for that account to stay active, you need 50 PV. Okay. And so these are the different ways. Like, for example, you can get 2 cartons of Beach Bars and that'll get you to 50 PV. You can get, the Ultimate Reset Maintenance Kit, which is something I use, that gets you to 50 PV. You can get a boost. You can get any 2 of our boosts and that gets you to 50 PV. So there's different ways to mix and match in order. And the best value is, the Focus Energy, which is 35 PV, along with a Fixate book. I don't know how many Fixate books you need. I don't need so many, but if you want to give them away as prizes, those are the best value to get to that 50 PV. So just really think about if you are not an Emerald coach yet, have you signed up a spouse? Because already then you're already halfway to Emerald. And guys, you should be using a lot of our products. As someone who's representing this company, you should have your own experiences with our products. I think I get a lot of these pretty frequently, the Boost and the Performance line. I always have a 3-day refresh on hand. I always have bars. So it's like, just thinking about if you're getting everything all under one, maybe just take a little bit, enough to just make an account active and reach out to your mom and say, hey, listen, I'm going to just sign you up as a coach. I'll maintain your activity. But it will really help me with my goals and what I'm trying to achieve. So that's that. So again, I want you to make your dirt list friends is what we call it. Make that list of people, like who would you buy and sell, like who would buy and sell dirt, who would you like sell dirt to, like who would just buy it from you, who supports you the most, people who have always had your back, someone who can be your accountability partner on this journey, even if they simply just want a discount. Again, this is where I know it can be nerve-wracking at times reaching out to family and friends, but again, just look at it as the fact that you're giving them a wonderful solution. And that's one thing I wanted you guys to know, is that I genuinely believe our products are what everyone needs. There's something in our line that everyone can benefit from. People who are, who have medical conditions can benefit from Shakeology, for example. People who have, who are trying to lose weight in any capacity. We have so many different solutions for them. Even if they're just getting on demand, for example, just having that that tool in their toolbox, even if they're already a runner or they go to a gym or they, we have something for them. So really keep that in mind. So really thinking about who is that person. And again, remember, all coaches will receive a 25% discount. So letting them know that, and you will make an initial commission off of that new coach sign up. So if you sign up your spouse, for example, or your mom, and you get them signed up with a challenge pack, and that's the best way to get them signed up is a challenge pack. And I believe the most economical challenge pack would probably be like Shakeology with Portion Fix, I would think, because I think that's $130 to get started as a challenge pack. So that would be the most economical way to get someone signed up if you wanted to get an extra bag of Shakeology, or maybe you wanted to try the packets, maybe you want to try a different flavor. So that's a great way to get them involved. So again, you +2, and you'll get that commission. So like I said, if they buy the 130, you're going to get the 25% back. So kind of keep that in mind too, that it's not the full price that you're paying. And then also, in case for those of you who want to know, when it comes to taxes, the person will only have to claim taxes if they make more than $600 on their account for the calendar year. So again, keep that in mind. If they're just a spouse and you don't plan on really building them quite yet, you just want to maintain it to just get you to Emerald so you can really, build momentum. Again, until they're making more than $600, they don't have to claim anything. So again, and you want to continue to maintain your Emerald rank so that you don't lose any collected volume. This actually happened to us recently. Luke and I, we forgot, like, so we had an issue with the credit card, and it was when we were traveling. And no lie, Luke has like, on one leg, he has like 300,000 volume points. And so his account went inactive and his account went inactive and we lost everything. And I caught it on the Saturday. It happened like that Thursday, and I called corporate and so we're waiting to, we're appealing it because we're like, we never got an email about our credit card not going through properly or anything like that. So I think they're going to give it back to us, but it's crazy. Like I was like, oh, in over 5.5 years, we've never, and that was my argument to them. I was like, we've never gone inactive. You know, we never received an email anyway. But the idea, guys, is that you want to maintain your active status so that you don't lose your bank volume, because those little things do add up. So how to find two people in 24 hours. So again, think about how you were invited. How were you invited? What did your coach say to you? How excited were you about joining? And share those feelings with other people. The idea is that you just want to get someone signed up the way that you got signed up. And that's actually what they said at leadership, which was a little tweak on the words. Instead of, when we're telling you to it's just getting people signed up the same way you got signed up, the same way you had. And so one thing is to reach out to people and invite them into our sneak peek. I don't know if you guys utilize it, and I know Zakia does because I always see her. Shout out to Zakia. I always see her adding people to our sneak peek. So I know that, I don't think she's on anymore, but I know that she's always adding people to our sneak peek. Just know that, guys, that our sneak peek is ongoing. So meaning, yes, we have them every month, and we'll go in and we'll either start a new group or we'll go in and we'll make new live videos. But that is a resource for you to always be adding coaches to and adding prospects to throughout the month. So one thing you can say is, hey, girl, I know this is coming from left field. I'm totally new to coaching, but I'm just so excited and I would love to have you on board with me. You would totally inspire so many people. And I love, and then give them a compliment about why you thought of them. And I love, that you're always so consistent, even though you're a mom of 4 and you look like you have a totally hectic life. And I just had to ask if you ever thought about being a coach, and just really planting the seed, guys. And then if they say, actually, no, I never thought about it. Can I get some more information? You can just say, hey, I'd love to put you into our sneak peek. We have an ongoing group. And then you can go ahead and pour them into put them into that sneak peek and tag them in the videos. And then all you have to do is just follow up with them. So we've done a lot of the legwork for you in those sneak peeks of explaining the packages and explaining the coaching opportunity. And it's there, so utilize it as a resource. Also, the more that you talk about coaching in your like I said, in your posting, in your stories, showing what the business opportunity is about. And I don't know if you guys saw today, make sure that you guys go check out, actually, let me show you right here. I posted a posting schedule, not a posting schedule, but an idea here for you. Oh my God, I have so many things here. So don't even mind I wanted to show you guys. Oh, here it is. So you guys can't see it because it's not shared, sorry. All right. So you'll see here, right here, I posted this in the team page. Take a look at this. This is actually a really good format, a really good template for you to follow. And what this is just it's a 7-day template here, and it's giving you 4 post ideas. And the pink are for anything that's related to more of a boot camp kind of challenge group focus. And then the yellow is related to business. And you'll see that even in here, they have a nice equal balance, because that's what we should be doing, is that we should be having an equal balance throughout the week of talking about, coaching and talking about the boot camp, our challenge groups. So this is a great little format. I just posted it today in the team page. I have another one that I'm going to share that also talks about Instagram stories and incorporating that. But make sure that you guys are, print this out, take a look at this. And it is that simple. And what I mean by simple is that it is that kind of mundane consistency in the same kind of ideas every week. Don't overcomplicate it. Don't feel like, well, I'm saying the same things over and over again. You are showing that consistency, and that's what you're doing. You're showing the consistency of doing your workouts. You're showing the consistency of eating well. So there is, that there is a consistency to that. So again, just making sure that you are, reaching out to people. Another way is inviting a customer up front, to once they have already said, yes, I want to be involved with I want to get involved after you've already gone through your scripts with them, which I hope you're using scripts. And if you're not, I just posted again today on the team page another script, my most active, my most up-to-date one. And what I mean by that, guys, is literally I use the same script all the time, but I just kind of tweak it to whatever the promotion is for that month. And then we have new updated graphics. And so you'll notice that's really all I changed if you do use scripts. And I posted that on the team page today because literally, I'm telling you guys, I say the same thing to every person all the time. So don't overthink it. You know, it's like once I get them into that funnel. So once they say yes, that they're interested in a package, I got this from Chelsea, this kind of concise way, but it's saying, you know, once they say, yes, I'm excited, or they tell you, yes, I want this package, she's saying, awesome, or she says, woo, you know, awesome, getting it now. They're also offering this month, it's a special for new clients to enroll simultaneously as a coach for free. You don't actually have to coach, but you would get a sweet 25% discount on future products like the shakes, apparel, snack bars, pre-workout, whatever. Do you want me to add that for $0 more? You know, so you're just asking them. And again, guys, when I was pushing for my big goals, and I know a lot of the coaches who are really building strong foundations, they're just asking people up front. They're asking the customers, do you want to sign up? Some people will say no, some people will say yes, but at least offering it to them because it is the best value. And also the key is that, and this was the mistake that I made when I did this back in the day, the key is that if someone comes to you through a challenge group post or through a boot camp, truly, genuinely just wanting help with their fitness, just honor them that even if they do sign up as a discount coach, they really are not actually a coach. I hope you know, they're really someone who wants to come in, wants the support and the accountability. So I wouldn't go crazy trying to teach them anything. I would just show them support. I would just treat them like a VIP customer. And that was the mistake I made. And so just learning from mistakes, you know, past prior mistakes. So again, asking people up front, also asking challengers that are already using our products. I've had some of my best coaches come from challengers, but you need to ask them because a lot of them are not thinking about it. A lot of them don't think they can do what we do. And just say, hey girl, first off, you are rocking it, right? Always lead with a compliment. You're doing so awesome with your goals. Listen, I think you would be so inspiring. I think you'd be so awesome at inspiring others. Have you ever thought about being a coach like me? That's all you have to say. Have you ever thought about being a coach like me? And if you know that they're drinking Shakeology, for example, if you know that they're paying the $130 every single month, you can just say, listen, you've been drinking Shakeology, you would get a 25% discount on that. And usually when you say that and they're already Shakeology lovers or they're Energized lovers or they're using some of our supplement line, when you say that, they're more they'll pique their interest even more. So just really thinking and looking at all your customers, you know, maybe making a list of all your customers and anyone who's shown interest, anyone who's participated, and just reaching out to them and just, you know, especially this is if they're active and just reaching out to them. And then again, it's asking your family members to support you. Again, they need our system too. That's the key, guys, is that you have to be willing to ask your family members. You have to be willing to ask, you know, your cousins and your relatives, especially in this initial kind of when you're just getting started, just to really open up your business. And it's like, think about it. If you had a restaurant, right? If you had a restaurant, you would expect your family to come and eat at your restaurant. Like at least for once, you would at least expect them to come and at least show support. Like if you opened up a pizza shop, come buy a pizza slice from me or something. Like it's like, you know, you would expect that. And I think so just really, and just realizing that, you know the treasure that's in our system, you know the treasure that's in our community. And so just really realizing that that is what you're inviting people to. And it's just really just taking that action and just asking. And I think a lot of times we hesitate in asking people to join us. And we don't push ourselves. And so what I want you guys to do is, and if you guys have questions, this is kind of all I have, but what I want you guys to do, how many are on here? I want every single one of you, there's 18 of you. I don't care if I'm not your personally sponsored coach. I want 18 of you. I want every single one of you to send me the 2 people that you're going to ask. Just message me and just say, hey, Stephanie, these are the 2 people that I'm going to ask to be coaches, 2 to 3 people who are on your dirt list, who are people who would usually support you in anything. And I want you to push past fear, and I want you to just simply ask them to just say, I'm really excited, and I'm happy to, again, just utilizing and just saying, I'm super excited. I just started as a coach, or I'm really excited about the programs that we have going on, and I would love your support. I would love your accountability. Have you ever thought about, joining? Have you ever thought about getting involved? I would love to do this with you. And I want to push you, again, because I just want to push you guys to take action, because it's in the action taking and getting to these higher ranks, getting to Emerald. It's literally being an Emerald over and over and over and over and over again. It's getting to Emerald over and over and over again. That is the simplicity at its core. That's the simplicity of Emerald and building a successful coaching team. So really thinking about that, guys. So right now what I want to do is, and awesome, Blair already sent me her dirt list and she's going to ask her some people that she knows. And so just, again, asking them by tomorrow. I want you guys to ask them. So like between today and tomorrow. So it's like, but I want you to send me the list now, the 2 people that you're going to ask, to support you in your journey. So what I want to do right now, that's the end of this call. What I want to do is open this up to any questions that you guys may have. Any questions is short and sweet. I'll probably end up chopping this up and just doing the Emerald part for the team. But I'll probably leave it up for the announcements for right now. But any questions, guys? Any concerns? Any struggles that you're having, even unrelated to this? You have myself on here. Hannah's on here. Zakia's on here. We have just some. But any questions at all? Remember, no questions are ever too silly or stupid or anything like that. But anything. But if not,
hey Stephanie, can you hear me?
Yeah.
So for the group for the sneak peek, is that group already posted, or will that link be available soon?
It's already posted. I'll bump it up and I'll share it with you guys. I know, like I said, Zakia's always adding people to it, so I'm always like, I'm always like, she's utilizing it though. She's using it. So I know she definitely has it somewhere. I have to just bump it up.
Okay, cool. Or I can just look for it.
Yeah, it's in the team page. Okay. I'll bump it up, but it's there, and it's there as a resource for you guys again. And the next time we're gonna run like a live one, and what I mean by live one is just revamping the videos or just doing it live again. Will be, I believe it's the third week of this month, and so that's what we're gonna do.
Okay, and then when, like, if I were to sign up my other sister on my other leg, does that need to be connected to a bank account? So that the money goes in, like can it be connected to my bank account? Because she won't be working. Okay.
Yeah. So you can connect. Yeah, it can be connected to your bank account. And when it comes to Beachbody has a rule, like it's U+2. So what that means, and that U+2 is if your sister decides, for example, not to. Ideally, it would be best if she purchases it, but you can have two accounts under you with your credit card. And that's the rule. And usually it's only supposed to be like a relative. It's supposed to be like a family member or a husband who you have. Like, for example, for me, I was keeping my dad's account active for a while before I decided to close his account for now, because I'll open it probably back up. I always have like some family member that I can like just kind of take in case it's like my wild card. In case I need it, and in case I need it for something, I'm always like, all right, do I need this account anymore? Let me close it. It was just more of a favor for me, but I always have someone that I can just ask and be like, listen, can I just open this account under you if I'm pushing for certain goals?
Okay.
But yes, you can put her account attached to your bank account.
Okay.
Anything else? Awesome, Kira. I love it. Yes, you should definitely get your spouse. Very, very important. And I'm telling you, I had my grandma before she passed. I had her on it. I had everybody on it. I had my grandpa. I had everyone that I could get on it. I got on it. But any other questions?
Just sorry, one more.
Of course.
Do you have any advice for like explaining it to them? Because I have my one sister on there, but it was sort of awkward to be like, hey, I need your social security number. You don't need to do anything else. Like, are there any tips for explaining what it
I think
is?
I would just say, hey, you know, I would do this over the phone if you're going to be, you know, if you're going to kind of take over their account or something to that capacity, just ask them and just say, hey, you know, I'm really pushing for some goals and I want to be able to maintain your account to help me reach a rank and to help me maintain a rank. And so what that'll take is that it'll take for me to, you know, I have to basically what I told my dad was like, I have to open up your account. I'll need your social security. You won't need to pay taxes on it. And that was all he needed to hear. Like, he was like, all right. And I told him, I was like, I'll pay for you to stay active. And I just need you to do me this favor. So I just kind of just ask them, you know, it's just, I mean, in a sense, they're doing you a favor, or unless they're really going to use the products. And I would encourage, like, if you feel like they would really benefit from using the products, I would still continue to encourage to get them to use the products. Anything else? All right, guys. Well, thank you. Thank you for coming on. And I will post this recording and I will talk to you guys soon. Awesome. Bye.